This week we make crayfish nets. Yeah!
Boom shakalaka to all the people that want.
Today on Mr. Makerspace, we're making crayfish traps.
How do you like that? Oh, fishing! Yo, we're in Lake Navasha and we're gonna make
Crayfish traps.
crayfish traps. So cool. You literally put this in the water and the little crayfish climb into it. Let's see if we can do it. We're also going to try and make a little fishing net, so while we wait for the crayfish we can fish. Watch this space, this should be a good one. We're going fishing crazy. We're going to make some nets. The boys can get the guppies. We're going to take the rods down and we're going to dig for worms, and we're going to have a crayfish trap. That's our mission today. Let's see what this Lake Navasha has to offer. It has beaten me so many times. I've never caught anything. But today is my day, people.
Don't catch a hippo.
Catch and release a hippo. Hey, you live in Lake Navasha. How do we catch crayfish? How? Yeah, you're no help at all. Ah! Wild animal! Right, I'm so lucky. I'm down at Mikey's Rhino Charge car. So there's lots of tubes, but I need a light tube. Too heavy a tube, and as you hold the fishing net, it's gonna fall into the water and you're not gonna be able to swip the fish up. So I need light tube. Light tubes. Man, I'm so lucky. I know you're not gonna be this lucky, but just search. You can find tubes anywhere. Look at that stuff. There's so much tubing. Oh, this could be ideal. I found some old tent poles here. So I got some tent poles. I think that's going to be perfect. I just worry, you know, Atty has to be able to lift it, so it has to be light. Right, so in order to make the fishing nets, I found some nice heavy duty wire. It's still quite light, so it should be fine to go through the water. But I've got to bend again. So we're going to bend these really nicely so that they are where the net goes. Right. Bending. I need to find something round to bend it around. Do you remember butterfly nets? Check out that video because we did the same thing. Cool. Right, so metal, it's really nice material because once it bends, it stays in the shape, doesn't it? Yeah, but we've got to bend it. So often you're going to use something, a former like this. I found a big, sturdy fence pole. I'm going to just bend it round it. Yeah. Oh. The longer the ends, the better because you can get real leverage. But there you go. Look at that. It took me like 30 seconds. I've got a circle. Now I find another thing. Like I've got a crack here. And I can just put this in and just finish it off. Finish off a tiny bend. Bit by bit. Look at that. That's perfect. And I love that. I love forming metal. It's just the nicest material to get really smooth bent. Ah! Do it. Try it out. It's so easy. Forming metal. Of course, if you're super lucky, you can use a vise. And look at that. I've put it in the vise. I've tightened it up and I just bend it round down. Makes this wicked, nice, tight bend for it to go onto the pole. Right, I'm going to do this to all the other ends and then we're going to weld. Woohoo! Big machines. So you see they're a bit apart and it's still a bit springy. So I'm just going to pull them past each other till they meet perfectly. Check it. This is it. Power tools. Look at that. Do not try this at home. Okay, here they are. So, I've got them. Look at those things. Perfect. Long sticks, lovely circles. Now I've got some netting. It is time to sew. This one I've bound with wire, thin wire. It's looking quite good. I quite like it. And then this one obviously is bound with just a normal kind of twine. Check it. I've burnt the end to help it. Yeah, so look, I've binded on these paint lid tins and some lovely net. Just bound it on there. It's hardcore. I mean, this thing is so ready for crayfish. Now, okay, cool, I've done it. Check it out. That's a crayfish trap. See, it's got a nice little hole there. They climb through there, then they smell the meat. So then they go through this middle hole into the big bucket. When they're in the big bucket, there's no way they can navigate out. They're not clever enough, and they've got two dangly legs. Then they eat the meat that's in a bag.
Two dangly claws.
Two dangly claws. They're in the meat's in a bag, so they nip at it, but they can't get it, and it just keeps their attention. Then I've got a long string that then I pull it out of the lake, you see, and I've got myself a number of crayfish, and I can have crayfish dinner, isn't it? Oh yeah, we're going fishing. There's the lake, there's the boys, and they've got their traps. Right, so these are the actual guys who fish here. The sticks, look at that, so cool. And we've got ourselves one we're gonna keep alive and save this fish. Amazing, tilapia.
Yeah. Come on.
So cool.
Yes, his tail is wagging.
Good.
He's alive.
Yeah, so we saved that little fish, so you see it swimming away. Unfortunately, it starts swimming towards Bo's hook, but it escapes. That's the first fish saved.
Nope.
Nothing. Where's the meat? Still there?
Oh, barely.
Okay, we say fish number 2.
Mikey's pond.
Yeah, this is from the fisherman, is going in Mikey's pond. Right, this pond has mosquito larvae in it. We've bought a little fish to eat it all. Yeah.
Welcome to your new home.
Big guy. Well, hey. How cool is that? That's the second fish we've saved today. It's so cool. Okay, it's early in the morning. We've left the crayfish traps all night. Bo's putting his wellies on, ready to rock and roll back to the lake. Have we caught any? Fail number 1. Oh well. You know what? It was fun. Do this project and then show me one you catch. I think that's the best way.
Daddy, look.
Number 2. Is the string there? Okay, it didn't work out. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But we still had great fun making it. We still have 2 traps. We're going to try them in another lake. But for now, it's me to say goodbye. Look, do this challenge. I bet you can do it better than I can. Now, right now, Maze's here. We found 3 fish. They're still alive, so we're going to save them. And that means we've saved 5 fish in this project. And you know what? That's just great. Okay. That's the end of the project. Do this project, save some fish, Free Willy.